Well, joining me now to discuss is Michael Mann. He's a Presidential Distinguished Professor of Earth and Environmental Science at the University of Pennsylvania and the author of Our Fragile Moment, How Lessons from Earth's Past Can Help Us Survive the Climate Crisis. Dr. Mann, good to have you with us today as we look at all of this playing out at once. So we've got record-breaking heat in many areas around the globe. Our first named storm of the Atlantic hurricane season. We have these wildfires burning, of course, out in the Southwest. Is there one element that is driving all of this extreme weather at once? Is it connected?
Yeah, thanks, Erica. It's good to be with you. And in short, yeah, we would not be seeing these unprecedented weather extremes, the extreme heat, wildfires, floods, storms that are likely to be part of a record storm season, a record hurricane season here in the Atlantic that's been predicted. We wouldn't be seeing all of this if it weren't for the fact that the planet is the warmest that it has been, as warm as, as far back as our records go. And indirect lines of evidence suggest that the warmth that we're experiencing today is unprecedented in tens of thousands of years. And it's not a coincidence that that coincides with our elevation of the concentration of carbon dioxide in the atmosphere from fossil fuel burning and other human activities, which have warmed up the planet. And we are seeing the impacts of that warming play out in spades.
Yeah, we really are. There's also the concern that, it's June. It's not even officially summer yet. So how bad could this summer be if this is what it looks like on June 19th?
Yeah, I'll tell you, Aaron, I usually clear my schedule for mid-July because I know we are going to be experiencing those extreme weather events, and there's going to be an interest in getting input from scientists like me. This year, I'm having to clear my schedule weeks earlier. We are not used to seeing this sort of array of extreme weather events so early in the season, and it is, it is a worrying sign. What it's telling us is that window, that we associate with those extreme summer heat events and other extreme events in summer, that window is getting wider as we warm up the planet, as summers get warmer, the hurricane season potentially getting longer. The wildfire season is now almost perpetual. We have seen some of the worst wildfires in the western U.S. in recent years in winter, in December. And so what we're seeing is a widening of that window during which we see these extreme summer weather events, and we're seeing greater intensity in those events as well.
There's the practical part of this too, in terms of how states, cities, municipalities prepare for this extreme weather. Rosa was walking us through some of those preparations there in Corpus Christi. Look, they're used to dealing with hurricanes and tropical storms. That being said, if you are facing a more active hurricane season, for example, there are only so many resources, there's only so much money to go around. How concerning is that part of this equation for you?
Yeah, it's really concerning. In fact, there was a study that came out about a year and a half ago that demonstrated that there is a marked increase in what we might call sort of synchronous extreme events or coincident extreme events, periods of time during which we are seeing extreme heat waves and wildfires and floods and superstorms play out simultaneously. And as you allude to, it begins to tax our resources because we only have so many resources that we can bring to bear to put out fires or, the emergency management that's necessary to deal with a potential landfalling major hurricane. And so we are seeing a real stress on our capacity to deal with these impacts. And it's a warning sign that we will exceed sort of our level of adaptive capacity if we continue to warm up the planet.
There are also some legitimate concerns about FEMA's reserves, the Major Disaster Relief Fund, and whether it could end up in the red. I do want to ask you, let's end on a positive note if we can. Is there anything, given that this is a global problem, is there anything that can be done to at least slow some of these extreme weather events?
Yeah, thanks. That's the good news. It is a global problem, but there is a global solution. And if the United States leads, we have seen that other countries come to the table. Back during the Obama years, when the United States was leading on global climate action, we saw China, for example, come to the table. There was a very important bilateral agreement between the U.S. and China that laid the groundwork for the Paris Accord. And then when we backed off from our commitments during the Trump years, we saw other countries become lax in their own commitments. And so we need to lead. If we lead, then we can expect other countries to come to the table. And the good news here is that it's not too late to act. The science tells us, the science of the last decade or so gives us a little bit of good news here. What it tells us is that the planet stops warming up when our carbon emissions reach zero. So there's a direct and immediate consequence of our efforts to do something.
All right. Well, there you go. We have a prescription. We just have to follow it. Michael Mann, good to have you with us today. Thank you.
Thank you.